Much love and power to you guys. Today I want to speak about how to heal your inner child and how to heal your traumatic past experiences. How to heal actually everything about yourself and really allow yourself to be in the best space of consciousness, in the best consciousness state. Because I believe that we as kids, we experience traumas, and these things are playing out in our adult life, maybe, but when we learn how to give ourselves unconditional love for anything, for everything, when we learn how to embrace ourselves in the process, now we learn how to shift our energy, and in a way our energy is being shifted through us, so I believe that it's about a process of acceptance, of really accepting yourself as you are. This is really super powerful, and I want to speak about the idea of accepting your flaws and realizing that you're not perfect, because through not being perfect you will get to actually be perfect, so it's about realizing that you are not perfect, guys. We're not perfect as humans. We are simply not perfect. But when we look at our flaws, at our fears, at our mistakes, at the things that are keeping us stuck, and we learn how to embrace these things, now we get to heal ourselves at a mental level. We get to heal ourselves at an emotional level. We get to actually be ourselves in the process, So I believe that in healing your inner child, you get to really re-experience some things that are coming from the childhood, because if these things want to come out of yourself, you gotta, in a way, let them go out and let them and embrace those feelings in the process, because you're not perfect. And I realized that it's super important to love yourself no matter what you feel. Allow yourself to love yourself in the process. Self-love is super important. And I realized that there is power in actually talking to your past. There is power in really going back in a timeline and actually talking to your inner child, because they also say, and I really love this perspective, that the inner child is disguised as the higher self, or the higher self is disguised as the inner child, So in a way, you can only become complete when you embrace your inner being, your inner child, your inner power. You can only become complete when you really begin to trust life again. You really become complete when you actually let go of negative experiences and when you embrace negative experiences, okay? So realize that you cannot always feel perfect. You cannot always feel perfect. You cannot always heal. You cannot always feel in alignment, maybe. What is vibrational alignment? It is really being connected to your heart center, to what you feel, to who you are, okay? It is your most authentic self. Being in vibrational alignment, you will get to be in your most authentic self. But what I come to realize is that sometimes we actually feel disconnected from this self. We sometimes feel disconnected from our potential. Sometimes we feel disconnected from our truth. Sometimes we feel disconnected from our way of living, But when we actually take a step back, and really we embrace ourselves in the process. We also face our negative feelings. We also embrace that part of ourselves that hasn't been accepted. This is how to heal your inner child. This is how to actually step into a higher vibrational state of consciousness, And I also realized that it's important to listen to yourself, to really do your own thing, to really love yourself in the process, to really turn every negative experience into gold, And when we turn negative experiences into gold, we actually use alchemy. And in ancient times, the alchemists turned rough metal into gold, And in today's time, we have the power to turn negative experiences into our favor with acceptance, So in a way, allow yourself to feel. Allow yourself to feel the pain, the disaster, the chaos. Allow yourself to feel everything and go deep into that part of yourself that hasn't been accepted, and actually accept it in the process. You know, it's super important to actually reclaim back your power and reclaim back your energies and really step into your abundant self, you know. So the answer is in our bodies. The answer is within ourselves, you know, the answer is within ourselves. Because I realized that so much of the time we try to so much of the time we try to look outside of ourselves for answers. But what I come to realize that there is so much power within ourselves, you know, and when we shift the focus from the outer into the inner, we get to actually heal ourselves, you know. So don't battle an outside force, because the force is within. You have the freedom to be anything that you desire the moment that you find the answer within, you know. And they also talk about shadow work. Shadow work is really an important tool for healing yourself, because through shadow work you get to face your deepest fears. You get to face that part of yourself that hasn't been accepted, you know. In spirituality there is the concept of shadow work, and it is really going deep into those parts of ourselves that hasn't been accepted and actually accepting them, you know. So in order to heal your inner child, realize that healing is actually continuous. Healing is continuous. You cannot say that, oops, I'm healed, okay, I'm healed, now I'm perfect. No, the process is continuous. And through healing I mean really advancing and really stepping into a more powerful state of consciousness, you know. So in a way, unconditional self-love is the most powerful thing that you could ever do in order to heal yourself. Unconditional self-love. Love yourself unconditionally and realize how powerful you are. Find your own source of expression. Find your own source of creativity. And realize that there is always a guidance. There is always a guidance. Then that is actually your inner child disguised as the higher self, you know. So yeah guys, this is how to heal your inner child. Shadow work. Accept the parts of yourself that hasn't been accepted before. Accept everything about yourself and realize that you have the power to transform and heal everything in your life. You know, you have the power to transform and heal everything in your life. So I believe that it's a process of, in the spiritual awakening, they talk about death and rebirth. You know, it's about recoming back into our complete selves. It's about recoming back in our nature. It's about following our purpose. But it all starts from the inside out. It all starts from the inside out. It all starts with consciousness. It all starts with healing. It all starts with us being in vibrational alignment. It all starts with accepting ourselves. So today's message is about accepting yourself. Accept yourself and realize that you're a magical being of light and love. And your purpose is to be free. Okay, so guys, thank you for watching and see you on what is coming up next. I love you, much peace, and see you. Okay, so thank you for watching and see you on what is coming up next. This is my perspective on how to heal the inner child, how to heal yourself at an energy and at a vibrational level. Okay guys, thank you for watching and see ya.